Well, hello, this is my video review of the Samsung Note 3. I bought it on the internet for only $180 and well, that's a very reasonable price. You normally pay $700 for this phone, so I hope it doesn't disappoint me. Well, first of all, you can see it's a quad-core processor and well, the box looks very nice. You know Samsung, it's a good company. Well, first of all, let's open the box, see what's in there. Okay, that's the phone. Looks like it's already on. No, that's not very legit. It's only a sticker. Okay, I'll peel it off right now. Well, that's unusual. Oh god, I've been ripped off. It's not a phone. This is two pieces of foam. What is this? That's not a phone. Oh fuck! What a hoax. Oh shit. Oh, let's see what else is in there. Damn. Ah, there it is. Wait a second. I need to read it. So once more, this is my video review of the Samsung Note 4 I bought. Note 3, excuse me. Well, here we go. Well, look at this. This is the phone itself. According to the interwebs, it has Android 4.4.2 and it has a 5.7 inch LED screen. Furthermore, it has GPS, 4G internet, quad-core processor, S-View window, don't know what it is, but 13 megapixel back camera, and you can see there, and 2 megapixel front camera. Well, I'm going to peel off this mask that is has obviously not yet been removed. I have not reapplied it, and you can see that the box had not been opened yet before this review. So I'm going to peel it off, and well, you can see that this screen has not yet had any finger marks on it. So I have not yet used it before this review. I don't know why that is so necessary to stress it, but okay, well, apparently it's already on, so that's typical. I'm going to put it back here, and I'm going to look what else is in the box. Okay, well, here's a cover. It's obviously a cover. No one would think this is a real phone. Would never buy it. And this is a little sticky thing. And these are two pieces of foam that are here to protect the protecting cover. So that's nice. I'm going to start by just switching the back here. I'll show it first. This is a leather back. It's not actually leather, but who cares? And looks very decent, well built. I'm going to switch it out with the protecting cover because I'm afraid I will drop my phone. See, here's this little edge. I hope you can see it. Let's see, I hope you can see it. Yes. And you can stick your fingernail underneath it and break both your fingernail and the cover simultaneously. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm trying to open it. Yes, I've practiced this, so going quite well. You can see there's a battery in it. Not very surprising, and there's room for 2 SD cards and 1 micro SD. 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD, excuse me. And well, that's all I need to say about it. Here's the back cover. I'll just click it on. Click. Make sure you have all the edges connected. Well, you can see that the back cover is a bit thicker than the original cover, so the lens doesn't stick out as much, and I think that's a good thing because that way it won't damage. Well, you can see, well, it works quite well, everything is flowing. Great. Yeah, well, it's a very nice phone, and this is what the flip cover does. It shows you a very little cute tiny screen. It's works with a little magnet over here. When you close the cover, it automatically shows to this little screen. Okay. Well, what you can do with this is you can swipe, and you can, for instance, start your music. Can you recognize this song? Probably not. Well, anyways, the camera. I will start with reviewing the camera. Like I said, it is. I'll just open it like that. 13 megapixels. It doesn't look like 13, but it might be me. Perfectly great photos, and the flashlight does work. Anyways, the front camera works as well. I won't show you that, it will take too much time. Okay, I'll just put it aside. You've seen that it works well and all that stuff. The book, there's a little manual in it for old or retarded people, because no one ever reads it. Who cares? I'll just throw it. Then charger. Here's the charger. I hope you can read it. Yes, 1000 milliamps charging. Well, that's decent. Nothing to say about it. Here's the USB cable, and there's one fun thing about USB cables. It's very easy to recognize which side needs to go where, because this side is very. This hole is big and square, or not square, whatever you call it. And if you try this tiny plug, you will see that it will fit, but it won't stick because the cable is too small. If you try the bigger side and you stick it in, you'll see that it fits. It's nice and snug. That's good. And the other side, you know, that's not really that hard to find which side needs to go into the phone, because there's only one side left. So yeah, you can just stick it in the phone. You'll see that it works great. If you were to plug this into a wall socket, you would find out it is charging. Well, that's the charger. It's a great charger, but it's not all about the chargers. Okay. These are the earpods that come with the set, and they look like very shitty earpods. Like seriously, who would? Nobody wants these things. It's terrible with this weird thing. Okay, one thing I forgot to say. I have a great tip for you. If you want to, well, everybody knows the problem that when you put your earpods in your pocket, they will always end up tangled up. That's really annoying. I always try to wind them up in some way so that they won't get tangled up. And there's always this disappointment when you get them out of your pocket when you need them, and you find out they are tangled up, even though you have tried your best at winding them up. So how to avoid this disappointment? Well, I have an idea for you. You can you take your earpods and you wrap them around each other, and then you stick it through some loops and things, and just get it tangled up. Really, that's all you need to do. And if they, for instance, were put in your pocket, I'm going to simulate pocket while walking now. For instance, you are walking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost every day, I see the same face. A broken picture too. It's missing attitude. You find it necessary to get your earpods out of your pocket, you will find that they are tangled up. But you are not disappointed, because you have tangled up them yourself, and That way, well, you won't get disappointed. I don't think it's really a good idea at all. Just don't use them. They are terrible. You can buy these earpods with flat cables. I have a headphone with a flat cable, and it really works well. It never gets tangled up at all. I can show you. These are my headphones with flat cable. And as you can see, they never get tangled up at all. So that's really nice. Yes, it's not a problem at all. Honestly, there's no way to avoid getting your headphone cables tangled up. But that's called entropy, and that means that, well, there's an infinite ways of getting the cord tangled up, but there's only one way of getting it not tangled up, and that's when it's straight, right? So the chance that it will get tangled up is quite big, because there's an immense amount of ways to get tangled up, and only one to get well, not tangled up really. I hope this story won't get too vague. Anyways, back to the phone, because I'm kind of obsessed with earphones. Okay, back to the phone. This phone, it works really well. It is fast, and its Antutu benchmark is above 30,000, I believe. That's quite a lot. And you can see that everything works just fine and great. I'm just a bit retarded, that's all. Well, that's the phone really. It has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS, sync, whatever you call it. And now there's the surprise of this review. It is not a Samsung. So everything so far has been a lie. This phone is it's called a Kingalon Star N8080 or whatever. And it is a clone Note 3. You might have seen this because there's no Samsung here, and there's no place for a touch pen. You might be able to see that. But other than that, it really resembles the Note 3 very well. And if you were to ask me, I would not be able to say if this was a fake or a real Samsung. So yeah, that's why you should buy this one. It's only $180, and the real Samsung Note is over $700. So yeah, that's a great deal, very great deal. Well, what else can I say? Well, the stats of this phone, actually it's quite a good phone. It has an octa-core processor, unlike the real Note 3, because that one only has a quad-core processor. It is 1.8 gigahertz clock speed, so yeah, that's quite a lot as well. You can see the S-View works just like the real Note 3, and that's a good thing. Other than that, it has 1 gigabyte RAM, 8 gigabyte ROM, and it has GPS, 3G. It also has a 12 megapixel camera and a 5 megapixel front camera, which is more than the original one, but they probably they are probably lying about it, because in fact this back camera is not 13, but it is only 10, and they interpolate the pixels. Well, it's complicated, but that way they get 30 megapixels output, but it's not really 30 megapixels. Well, back to business. This phone, it is very cheap and very good for a very low price, so you should buy it, or not, whatever floats your boat. The thing is, it is illegal, so it had to go to customs, and I had to pay 40 euros clearance. It's about $50, $60 or something like that. And I was really afraid, because if they would have opened the package, they would have destroyed it, because Samsung will ask the customers to destroy any fake phones. Yeah, that's the risk you need to take. I'll give you a link in the description where to buy this phone. And it's a great deal. Some of the disadvantages of this phone are, for instance, the stylus pen is not there, so that sucks. And when you use this flip case, it's very hard to fit in your AirPods. I hope you will be able to see this with my camera, because the flip case sticks out a bit. That way your AirPods won't fit. That's a bit of a flaw in design. Other than that, the design is very well. It has a great construction quality. The sides are all made of real metal, but it's not really that sophisticated, you know. Anyways, you should check it out. Maybe see for yourself if you want to buy it. And thank you. Good luck. Bye.